Hi, Sarah Mack here from worthiness, and this message is about how the 5-figure months come when you stop silently acting as if you don't deserve them. And this is really a reminder on how to get everything that you desire, and that everything that you desire is really possible for you, particularly when it comes to business. And this is one thing that I've learned in the past 6 years of being an entrepreneur, of hitting 5-figure months, multiple 5-figure months, hitting 6 figures in my business, doing it exactly the way that I wanted to do it, is that business is really freaking simple. Strategy is so simple. And, you know, the action of creating something to sell and showing up and selling it can actually be super fast and not actually that time intensive at all, particularly with selling through your content. You know, show up, tell people what you do. That can literally take 5 to 10 minutes out of your day on a live video like I'm doing right now. So that part of the strategy is simple until it comes to the actual focus of your content and how you're showing up, and what you're saying. Because, and I heard this really cool quote this week, I can't remember where as usual, but it was when you are the bottle, it's hard to read the label. So when you're already in it, it's harder to identify what the ingredients are, right? And this brings us to the worthiness conversation, which is literally absolutely everything when it comes to getting what you want. And these are the conversations of, you know, am I capable of this? Can I do something that I've never done before? And these are really the stories that create that resistance to showing up, but not only to showing up, but to actually expecting your content to create sales. And it's that expecting piece that completely shifts your energy and the way that you're showing up, and of course the results that come as a result from that. So the biggest difference is when you don't expect to create what it is that you desire, the clients, the money, the impact, then you show up completely differently, or in many cases you don't show up at all, right? We've all been there, or we've negotiated ourselves out of showing up and sharing something that we've felt inspired to share. And, you know, I've been through that learning curve in business, and now I'm going through that learning curve with music. And this is something that my soul has desired for me to go and play in for a while now. And you know, I've had close to zero training beyond some musical theatre, beyond, you know, playing around in some video editing with music. And even stepping into building the skills to go on this adventure into music production and songwriting has held so much resistance for me, because I was in the story that I wasn't good enough, that, you know, if I hadn't been training my whole life, then I don't have any skills, then this isn't accessible to me, this isn't available to me, I'm not trained enough, I'm not talented enough. And I love what a musical friend in Montreal told me, was that music is the most democratic of all the arts. Like, if you have a body, you can make sound. If you can get your hands on an instrument, even if you can't get your hands on an instrument, you can make sound and you can express yourself musically. And I really believe, first of all, I love that, and I think it's true. And I think that innately we all have music in us from all of our ancestors who were sitting around the campfire and singing. And, you know, I really believe that the same is true for social media. Like, it's social media selling is the most democratic way of doing business. All you need is you and a platform to start sharing your work and your message. And it's the way that I've made all of my money from the past, you know, 4 to 5 years doing it in this way. And people are making millions and millions of dollars doing this. So all this to say is, if you have access to technology and, you know, a free social media platform, the only thing holding you back from creating epic results, sharing your work and bringing more people in to doing that work with you, the only thing holding you back is your belief. And I'm sure you've heard this millions of times, and I've heard this millions of times on my journey as well. But it's really embodying that work that has made it or broken it for me, you know, month to month, year to year in my business. And your belief, it really is the stories that you're telling yourself. And a lot of the time we're doing this unconsciously, and the stories that we're telling ourselves determine our action, and this is the work. And really everything else is at your fingertips, and it's really, really simple. I create 10 to 30 minutes creating content when I decide to show up. So if you're telling me you're not doing that, or you're doing that but it's not working, then the only thing standing in your way is your belief system about what you're selling, about how you're selling it, and about your worthiness and your deservingness to receive what it is that you actually desire as a result of doing your work and sharing your work. So This is your reminder that the only reason you want something is because it will make your life more fun. Like, that's the only reason we desire something. That's generally the only reason we ever desire to go into business, is because we want to make more money, we want to work with more clients, we want to have more reach, we want to make more impact. Why? Because we believe that all of these things, doing all of these things, will bring us more fun and more fulfillment than we have currently been experiencing. And it gets to be fun on the way there. Like, this is the biggest secret. We do not have to struggle. We do not have to hustle. And I know you've probably heard this message a million times, but you get to ask yourself, am I embodying that? And if not, what are the stories that I'm telling myself about why that can't happen for me right now? Why does it feel hard for me right now? What stories am I telling myself? And to do that deep work. And that's really what committing to the action plan, the simple, strategic, feel-good action plan that feels like the path of least resistance to you, that feels accessible to you right now, wherever your current level of resources, skills, and expertise lies. You have access to a way of showing up and sharing your message and making a bigger impact and attracting more of the clients and shifting the way that you're selling so that those 5-figure months are possible for you. And it doesn't have to be a struggle. And the biggest shift happened for me when I started hitting 5-figure months with ease in my business was when I committed to a higher level of support with my mindset. And now it's the same thing. Every time I want to reach a new level, I create higher levels of support for myself because that's the easiest way to do it. That's the fun, simple, and fast way to do it. And you get to sidestep so much pain and struggle when you get your head pointed in the right direction. And I believe we get to have everything we desire in super fun ways and only doing things that we enjoy. I love my business to pieces. I love my clients. I love the conversations we have. I love the way I show up and sell. I love the freedom that my business brings me. And I want that for everybody. And I know that it's accessible to everybody. It's available to everybody now. And that's exactly what I designed Creative Business Badass for. It's my 6-month private mentorship program for the woman who's ready for her business to start to feel like play every day, creative play, to step into feeling like the creative queen that you are, and to really tap into the recognition that your creativity allows you to create anything in all areas, whether that's money, whether that's a different type of offer, whether that's a different type of marketing strategy, whether that's a different type of, energy management practice that really supports you. You always have access to those inspired ideas that are going to work for you right now. And recognizing that absolutely anything is possible when you focus on what you truly desire, not what somebody else told you will work for you, but what is an actual desire for you. The 5-figure months, the part-time business, the freedom to do whatever else it is that lights you up with the rest of your life outside of your work, which is equally as important to how you're showing up in your business and the way that I work with clients. Write your book, release your album, start your family, and do it in exactly the way that makes you the happiest. Because the truth is, if you're like me, I know that you will resist and you won't do it if it's something that you just don't want to do or doesn't feel aligned for you, or that you don't actually physically enjoy doing. You won't be able to create a sustainable business that way. So when we work together in this mentorship, you get all access to me, you get behind the scenes of my business, all the strategy help, but most importantly, I'm there to support you with the mindset shifts that allow it to be simple to start getting really, really powerful results. So if you know that you're ready for that high level of support and to be hitting 5-figure months the fun way that you enjoy starting now, and you're ready to just feel really supported and have a clear action plan and the support to clear through all the gunk and, wipe clean all of those stories that have been holding you back from really fully believing and expecting that this is possible for you, then send me a message or head over to worthiness.com to apply. So thank you so much for watching. Please send me some hearts and some likes on this video and share it with anybody that you know would really benefit from this message, and have an amazing day. Bye.